Love and light, guys. Okay. I just want to talk about a common misconception or fault, trap a lot of people fall into. I fell into it early on in awakening just because I just encountered it again. And I realized people are still stuck in this thing. Okay. Just because you have woken up to the fact, to the intellectual knowledge and understanding that all is one. That all is one, and that you are part of unity, or that in fact you are the creator. Just because you have woken up to this knowledge, just and for you to truly have woken up to this knowledge, I don't mean you've just been intellectually convinced of it, of course. I mean you have had a direct experience. But please don't mistake that direct experience, which subjectively, from your normal state of consciousness, in comparison to your normal state of consciousness, may seem like you were all that is. Okay? Don't, even if that's true, even if that one experience that you had was that does not mean that's what you're having now. That does not mean that you're fully ascended and fully unified with God. I was talking to someone about ascending, and he's like, I'm already fully one with Christ. No, you're not. No, you're not, because we wouldn't be able to talk. In order for you to fully be one with Christ, I also have to be fully one with Christ, because I'm part of Christ also. Am I not? Or is it just you? All of us are part of Christ together. All of us. When Christ wakes up as the true being that it is, when we wake up as the Christ Sophia being, that is a galactic being. When we wake up, we will cross the universe at will. When we wake up, we will not have this debate. We will be one in truth, not in concept. If you cannot see the difference between truly being unified and thinking you are unified, you may know you're unified. You may feel that in silence, intuitively. Blessed be, I hope so. That does not mean that we are fully unified in this timeline. We are one being who has pretended it is many things. All these many things must be back to the one in order for our ascension to be complete. As far as my understanding goes, even Jesus, the being, the personality that was Jesus, which is perhaps the greatest example of the unified Christ consciousness that we have had, is not fully there, because we all need to be there with them. It still applies for Jesus also. So Jesus, as far as I understand it, out of 144 possible initiations, has not completed them. Has not completed 144 or anywhere close to that. I don't remember the number, but I believe it was like in the teens. Most humans, as far as I understand, are maybe at the 7th initiation. And not most humans, the few handful that have gotten to the ascended master state, they have completed the 7th initiation to get into that ascended master place. I myself am right there. I'm at my 6th. I've already taken my 6th, and the 7th is ready for me whenever I'm ready. I've been there. I was at the gate of it. I've been allowed to see what is beyond it as a gift, as a grace, but it wasn't time yet, so I came back. But because when I've chosen to take that with a group, understand? I've chosen to take that with my soul family so that we can reunite as our true self, as our planetary self, as our stellar self, as our solar self, as our galactic self. So don't think that just because you woke up, the story's over. That was the beginning, dear one. That was the beginning. As I understand it, the end of this story, meaning the true birth of the Christ Sophia being into this physical universe, and it won't be into third density physical universe, of course. It will be into a higher dimensional reality, though with form. And as I understand it, we will be a being born with form, a galactic being, capable of full manifestation of its power within this universe, and perhaps even able to cross to other universes. This is what we are becoming. Now, I understand this to be millions of years, perhaps 1,000,000 years in the future, from a linear perspective, although experientially, in our experience, it will not be so. It will be perhaps 1,000 years. As we ascend, as our consciousness joins the collective and ascends, our perception of time alters quite a bit. Love and light be yours.